Hello friends, welcome once again to Anitech Cyber channel. On this channel, as you already know, it's mostly dedicated for education purposes, right? So I do more of cybersecurity awareness, make videos on cybersecurity awareness. I've made tons of videos on that. And I personally believe it's really important that we preach this word or this good news to the world so we can stay secured over the internet. And alongside, with the little experience I have as an international student, for being an international student for some time now, I also, want to share my experience and then guide my friends or anybody out there who wishes to also, pursue the study abroad dream. So please just take 1 minute or a second, hit the subscribe button for me if this is the first time you're visiting my channel, and also click on the like button and then share. Please share the channel because when I was starting my study abroad process, it wasn't easy. you know Surfing the internet trying to get information is not easy, so I'm doing my best to help. Okay, so for today, it's just gonna be brief. So many people, when they decide to pursue, to apply for schools abroad, especially in the United States, um, they don't know where to start from. I've made a couple of videos to explain the requirements, the best of choice of programs category I personally would advise that people go for. And for today, I'm just gonna you know, elaborate more on what we need to expect, especially when you visit the site of a school. What are the information you want to gather to help you make a decision whether you want to apply to that school or not? So, for demonstrating purposes, I'm going to use my school. That's Illinois Institute of Technology in Chicago, one of the best schools, and it's really been a blessing in my life. Right, so let's get into the video. Now, let's say I've heard of IIT, right? And let's say I want to make a decision whether to apply to IIT or not. Now, I'm just going to use IIT for demonstrating purposes, right? But this is basically going to be how you serve or go through any other schools and website and the kind of information you need to gather. So this is just going to guide you through it, right? Now, once you enter the school's website, now ask yourself, this is the first thing I want you to ask yourself, what program do I want to pursue? It's really important. Many people do not spend time to think about what they want to do. They just, some people come to me and they'll be like, Andy, I want to apply for a school. Find a program for me. It's not done anywhere. Because I always say the stress here, right? Especially if you choose a program you're not interested in, you don't have much interest in, trust me, the stress will make you, like you regret choosing the program. Don't put it that way. So I always say, make sure you're choosing a program you have interest in, because that's what will give you the urge to push harder, even when it becomes tougher, right? The interest you have and the passion you have for the program is what's gonna keep you going. So I'll always advise people to choose to make a decision or to spend time and think about the program you want to pursue. And also, I made a video on whether the reason why I would suggest that you go for STEM related programs. I have that video. Kindly, go watch it on my channel. All right. So the first thing we want to look for is program. Now, what program do I want to pursue? Let's say in this case, being it undergrad or graduate level. So, in order to be able to identify the programs, to know the program the school pursue or teaches, right? So, I go to academics. Now, when you go to academics, you ask yourself, am I doing graduate? Or am I going for graduate or undergrad? So, if it is undergrad, you just click on undergrad, right? So, for IIT, you click on find your major, and they're gonna list all the majors you have. Now, this can help you filter what you're looking for, right? So let's say bachelor's degree. Since it's undergrad, you click on bachelor's degree and filter by program modality. let's say we want to choose online, right? Sorry, on campus. Well, you can go for hybrid. Let's say hybrid. Yeah, that's fine. And filter by area. But for immigration purposes, yeah, hybrid is okay, but I'll prefer you just go for on campus to prevent any issues, right? Anyway, now area of study, I mean that I'm the cybersecurity field or the IT field. So let's say you want to go for computing and technology. So that's gonna filter, oh, let's go for on campus. All right. So you can see it's it shows you all the program or the bachelor's degree program IIT pursues that matches the filter you provided here, right? So you go through this, then you make a decision. So you can see there's one thing here for IIT STEM designated. Then you're sure all the program they are providing is STEM related or STEM designated, like it says, right? So you go through. Now, for example, when you click on this link, it takes you to the program site. So you can read more about the program, what the career opportunities are, what the curriculum, what you are to expect in case you decide to choose that. So the courses you're likely to pursue, right? The admission requirements, really important. Right. So that's for undergrad. The same thing applies for graduate. So you click on graduate, it shows you all the programs that are available for you to choose, to choose from. So that's the first thing. So whenever you visit a school site, the first thing you want to look for is the program, right? And please go for STEM programs. All right. Now, after you're done, let's say I want to go for artificial intelligence. Oh, thank God. So this school they have the program I want to go for, right? Now the next thing is we go for the admission to know the nitty-gritties in applying to that school. Now, I will just focus on graduate admission, but basically the processes goes also for the undergrad. Now, when you go to the graduate admission, the admission portal, right? So I go to graduate admission and international student because I'm an international student. So probably you might be an international student. If you're not, you just go for domestic student. But if you're an international student, you just click on international student. Now, when you click on that, one important thing is to be sure whether you're within the deadline or the deadline is over. It's good to know the date, the admission date. Now, when you go to the admission date, you can see for IIT it says for international students, if you want to go for spring, if you are targeting, so we are now in the spring 2024. Let's say you want to target spring 2025. It means you have to the application will open in 1st July, right? It will open in 1st July. That's for spring. Now for summer semester, it opens in so it means July 2024. Application for spring 2025 should have been opened already. For summer 2024, it opens in September, right? And then for fall, it also opens in September. Now, last it says for masters and then certificates, basically, let's say the graduate studies. The deadline for spring application is November 15th. It means from July 20, if you're targeting spring 2025, from July 2024 to November 2024, you should have submitted your application to be considered for admission. Now, for summer, the deadline is what? March. So you start from September 2024 to March 2025. That's the chance you have to submit your application for summer, 2025 admission. And for fall 2025, you have up from September 1st, 2024 to June 15, 2025 to be able to be considered for admission in case you submit your application. So it's really important anytime you visit the school site to make sure you check the deadlines so that you're not late, and then it's gonna guide you so that you can work faster. Now that we know, let's say we want to target for spring 2025, we know the application is gonna open in July 1st. And so I start preparing towards it. Proactivity. You have to start preparing towards it. So latest by June, the end of June, I should have everything I need in order to be able to, to apply for the spring. Same goes to summer and then the fall. Now, after you're done, confirming the dates, let's go to the application requirements, which is also really important. So when we come here, um, this talks about the TOEFL, those standard tests. Majority of this for IIT, Ghana is exempted. So it's also important to check the school's website, the school you want to apply to check whether TOEFL or IELTS or GRE is compulsory. And also if, for example, if whether Ghana is exempted or is part of the countries, they've exempted for those, or they provide waivers for, that's for the TOEFL or the IELTS. So it's good to also get that information from the school side. Now it says intentional financial documents. So for IIT, it shows you what you need or when you have to provide or what you need to provide in order for you to be able to prove your funds. And for in United States, after getting admission, you have to prove, right? You have to provide proof of funds in order for you to be able to get your I-20, right? So this shows you, it shows you have to fill this financial affidavit, form. I'm not gonna go into that. You can visit the site. And also this also gives you an overview of what you need in order to be able to apply for your visa. For example, after submitting all the documentation, if you gain admission, you need to get your I-20, right? So for the I-20, you have to submit your financial affidavit or proof of funds to be captured on the I-20. So once you have the I-20, you pay for your service. So this basically gives you an overview, a brief overview of what you need. And it's really good. Almost all the schools, they have something like that for you to be able to go through. So, this study abroad process, you just need time to go through all this, right? If you don't have time, then someone's gonna take your money and do all this work for you. But it's nothing you cannot do for yourself, right? All right. So now, let's go back. Let's go back. Now I know the program I want to pursue. I know I the date I need to send in my application. I know that. And basically I know some of the information or the documents I need to present. Right. Now let's go to the program specific requirements. So let's go to so graduate program. Let's say I'm gonna go for example, let's say this is a certificate. Now if I want to apply, let's see. It says that certificate programs require a set of 3 to 4 courses that must be completed with a minimum of 3 points, GPA of 3.0, right? Yeah, so those are basically some information you need to have, especially so you know whether you qualify to apply for that particular program or not. It's really, really important, right? And for IIT, it provides the step. For example, they even have this video that shows you basically the various steps. The various steps. So all this information, they are available for you. You just need to go to the site. Now we have deadlines here. We've already gone through the deadlines, right? And for example, once you gain admission, you need your I-20. These are the various steps, right? You have to pay your deposit. This for IIT. I know some schools take deposit, some schools do not. So you have to go through their website to gather all that information, right? So you prepare for your visa, the service fee, you know, all this information. And I just want to focus on, this academic, the final documents, right? So you need your transcript. Basically, I made a video on the general overview of, documents you need in order to be able to apply for a program. So that applies to IIT as well. Now that you're done with everything, the next important thing is tuition and then scholarships, right? So mostly it's found in the financial aid, tab on any school you want to apply when you visit the school's website. Now for graduates, I first need to know what's the cost involved when I if I want to apply for example, a graduate studies in a school, so that I can make checks and balances or make some deductions to know whether I can be able to go for that school. So for example, for IIT, you click on graduate cost and aid, then you can go to international graduate student, is so let's go to tuition rate. So this basically gives you an overview of what you are to expect in case you want to pursue masters or graduate studies in IIT. And this information is found in every school's website. So it's important you go through that. Now, quickly, what we always need to or want to go through uh, to find the information we need is, for example, the scholarship, right? So here we come to scholarships. Then that's gonna let you know the kind of scholarship the school has to offer and whether you meet that. So international graduates, right? Graduate student scholarship. Let's see. No, let me go back to international graduates. Okay, right. So this is a kind of scholarship they provide for international students. Some international students, right? Let's see. So for this, it says students will be considered. No, let me just quickly read this. IIT offers a wider range of aid options. Blah blah blah. And assistantships are offered through academic departments and colleges. So it's also important to note whether the school provides assistantship. You can't just apply to the school without knowing all this information. You have to gather all this information, right? And here it says students will be considered for scholarship and assistantship upon application to university. Now, there's a type of scholarship called merit-based scholarship. So for such scholarship, IIT gives that scholarship. Mostly, it's not that much though. But basically, once you gain admission, automatically you're given that scholarship, and IIT provides, such scholarships. So it's important to get this foundational information and knowledge for every school you want to apply to before you can now start the application process. It's really important. And I want to advise anytime you want to start applying to a school, important, really important. I keep on stressing on the program. Make sure you've really thought about the program you want to pursue. Don't just go about telling people, please find a program for me. That's not advisable, right? It's not good for you to do that, because at the end of the day, after the program, there's a lot you have to think about, right? After completing the program, how is the job prospects gonna be, right? You have to think about all this, make research before you can, especially the immigration purposes as well for STEM related programs, right? Now, after you're done, now we have enough information, right, to be able to apply to the school. So IIT, you can just say admission, then you click on apply. You click on apply, let's say graduate, so international. I click on that, then start your application. So I can just click on start your application. That's gonna, open the portal for you to create an account, and then you can start filling um the information they need. So basically, this is what I wanted to, the information I wanted to, to transfer it onto you guys. So please, this study abroad thing is not something you cannot do for yourself. Like I always say, it's something you can do. You just need time, right? And direction. So that's why I'm making videos like this, so you can go through it and then it's gonna, guide you. And also it's important to note, right? For example, when it comes to the GRE, GMAT, and those standard tests, make sure you're sure whether the program you're pursuing, they it's compulsory for you to provide such information or so those tests. If it is not, then you're good to go. If it is, then you know whether you want to write it or you just want to skip it and go look for another course or another school. So thank you very much for watching, and please kindly subscribe to my channel, and then like and share the video so that like I always say, I can reach a lot of people and then I can educate them. Thank you very much, and I wish you the best if you're pursuing this dream. I pray the Lord makes a way for you. like He made a way for some of us. Stay blessed. Later. Bye.